Is it worth buying a Steam Deck in 2024? In this video from InfiniTech channel, I want to tell you 5 best reasons to avoid a Steam Deck. So without wasting time, let's jump to the video. Number 1. It's only kind of portable. While Valve has positioned the Steam Deck as a portable handheld game system, it's only kind of portable. At 11.7 inches wide and 4.6 inches tall, it's definitely not pocket-friendly, and when introduced with a case, it's downright bulky. Yes, you can take it anywhere by throwing it in a backpack, but it's not as portable as the Nintendo Switch, which is 2 inches shorter in width and a full inch smaller in height. On top of its overall size, the Steam Deck at 2.5 pounds is the same weight as many laptops, most of which you wouldn't want to carry around separately. Weighing 10 ounces more than the Nintendo Switch, the Steam Deck can start feeling pretty hefty after a while and therefore gets uncomfortable for lengthy gaming sessions. Valve claims that they have developed an all-in-one portable device for video games, and it's definitely true in a literal sense. The idea that a device is both portable and handheld is not mutually exclusive. The Steam Deck is portable, there is no argument there, but it's decidedly not a comfortable handheld console. The video game world, as you understand it, defines portable devices like the Nintendo Switch, Game Boy, and the PlayStation Vita devices, which are much smaller than the Steam Deck. Number 2. There is no upgrading. For most PC gamers, part of the thrill of buying a desktop gaming computer or even a gaming laptop is that you can upgrade your components down the road. Whether it's upgrading RAM, adding RGB lighting, or swapping to a new GPU, you cannot do any of these upgrades with the new Steam Deck. Outside of upgrading the hard drive, which is not terribly easy, what you see with the Steam Deck is what you get. This is important to know going in as PC games get bigger and bigger, and you can quickly run out of room on your Steam Deck. Even if you consider buying the largest version of the console with 512GB of storage, you can run out of space relatively fast if you're only trying to play the latest AAA games. Hey guys, please subscribe and share this video with your friends for more and better quality videos. Thanks. Number 3. Not all games are created equally. It won't come as any surprise to anyone who has ever owned, played, or even thought about purchasing a gaming computer that not all games are created equally. The Steam platform is home to more than 50,000 games, and out of that number, only around 7,000 are either listed as playable or verified as being compatible with the Steam Deck. This means out of the entire selection of the Steam store, only 14% of listed games are going to be titles you can play on the Steam Deck. This number doesn't bode well for many of your favorite games being compatible with the Steam Deck hardware. More importantly, games that are playable are not completely compatible and could see issues with the hardware, including drops in frame rate. When you consider the number of games available for the Steam Deck versus the number of games that are compatible with even an entry-level gaming PC, it's a pretty stark contrast, never mind a high-end gaming desktop. Some of the most popular games on the Steam store as of early April 2023, like The Elder Scrolls Online, Destiny 2, and Dead by Daylight, are not compatible with Steam Deck, and developers have been silent on whether they ever will be. Number 4. Battery life is an issue. Valve has been incredibly honest about Steam Deck battery life, indicating that anywhere from 2 to 8 hours of gameplay is reasonable. While their sincerity around battery life is noted, it's not asking too much for the 40 watt-hours battery to last more than a few hours at a time. Even as games are not pushing 4K, ray tracing, or 120 frames per second, the Steam Deck is still going to suck battery life down as fast as it can. The bottom line, and this figures back to the idea of true portability, is that you can never be too far from a charger. For many people, buying the Steam Deck feels like a dream system for commuting, but the reality is that unless your commute is less than an hour or two by train or bus, you're not playing the whole time. Never mind if you're looking to take a cross-country flight, as you better be prepared with a battery backup if you hope to last the whole trip. Number 5. Not quite foolishly. As much as fans defending the Steam Deck will tell you that one of the best benefits is being able to play it with a dock on a monitor or television, you still want to enjoy playing on the device itself. The 7-inch 720p is pretty good for what it is, but it's definitely not ideal for such an expensive device. The reality is that Valve likely went down this road in order to not only keep costs down, but also as it's the best way to ensure lengthier battery life. The more pixels the hardware needs to support, the more battery life it's asking for. Even with the ideal that it helps battery life, you don't get the true sense of beauty with so many games because of screen limitations. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most visually engaging games in recent memory, and while it looks okay on the Steam Deck, you hardly get the right sense of scale or just how big this world is on such a small display. There is a much different experience between playing on a 7-inch screen versus a 15 or 17-inch laptop, and even more of a disparity when playing on a 27-inch monitor. So if you want to buy a budget gaming laptop, be sure to watch this video on the screen and don't forget to subscribe.